Hey everybody, Mrs. Bianchi. Number 1, calculate the mean absolute deviation for the data set. Now, mean absolute deviation is different than just the mean because a common mistake is for people to just find the mean. Now, you do need to find the mean as step 1, but there's more to it than just that. So first of all, how do we find the mean? We have to add up all the values and we have to get the sum of all the values. And then we have to divide that by how many values there are, how many data points you have. And that will give you the mean. The sum of this should be easy enough to do without a calculator. If we just add 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3, sometimes I like to look for things that add up to be 5. So that's 5. And then 3 plus 2 is 5. So that ends up being 10, right? 10. The sum of the numbers is 10. We have to divide by how many there are. So if we count how many values there are, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 data points. And that means the mean would be 2. So we're going to take that number of 2, and I'm going to write it like this. And we have to find the difference between each value and the number 2. In other words, how distant would they be on a number line? We're finding the distance that they are apart from each other on a number line. So 2 minus 1, that would give us 1. 2 minus 1 would give us another 1. 2 minus 2 would give us 0. And I'm going to put the 2 down here. 3 minus 2 would give us 1. And 3 minus 2 would give us 1. All right, now you might be wondering, why did I put the 2 up here for starters and then I moved it down here? So I want to remind you that this is not like dealing with negative numbers or anything like that. We're just looking at the distance between the 2 points on a number line. All right, so now that we have those green numbers, we have to find the average or the mean of the green numbers. That's what mean absolute deviation is. So we need the sum again. The sum of the green numbers, if we add them up, 1 plus 1 plus 0 plus 1 plus 1 would give us 4. We have to divide that by the number of data points. So it's still going to be 5 data points. And that will give us our mean absolute deviation. So let's open up a calculator and look at the calculator. And I apologize for the announcement. All right, so let's make this a little bit smaller so we can see what's going on. So we're basically simplifying this on a calculator. We're doing 4 divided by 5. And we get this number. 4 divided by 5 gives us 0 and 8/10. All right, so let's kind of recap what we did. We found the sum of the numbers. We got 10. We divided by how many data points there were. There were 5 data points. We got a mean of 2. We took that number and we figured out the difference of that number and each number in the list, and that's how we came up with this green list right here. We found the average of all these numbers by taking the sum of that and dividing by how many data points, dividing, and we got this. So don't round. That's exactly what you're putting in the, now if you put it in as this, that's going to be okay too. It'll accept that. But if you put it in as 0 and 8/10, it's probably going to be a little bit better.